wait, before you scroll on by, I have a favor to ask of everybody. Um, Stage Door Chronicles is coming up on its 1 year anniversary. And as if any of you have been keeping up on it, as you know, we started off with an ode to Chris Forsyth. I would like to do another one of those. I'd like to get some people to come on. We'll record all these separately. I'll put them all together. I'd like some people to come on and maybe share some stories about Sis. If that's something you'd like to do, get a hold of me. You can email me either at stagedoorchronicles@gmail.com or just write us on Facebook. Any way you want to get in touch with me is fine. I'd love to get as many people as we can on here to do that. I think it'd be really cool for everybody to come on and share some stories. With that being said, thanks to the people that have been there supporting us from the beginning. We really do appreciate it. We really want to thank the Riff Rag for sponsoring us. We're a little unsure of the future of the show, of where it's going to go or what we're going to do with it. Christian's obviously back on the road, doing some gig work. I've transitioned into a new career for now. Anyway, since we're both back at work all the time, we've found it a lot harder to sync up our times together to be able to record these, which is why they've been a little more sporadic. It's been a lot of fun doing it. Hopefully we can continue to do it. Like I said, I'm just unsure of the future at this point. We have a couple more episodes planned out before October 14th, which will be the Ode to Sis Part 2. So we'll get through that, and we'll see where we're at that point on what we're going to do from there. Anyway, I would really appreciate if you guys got in touch with us. Again, stagedoorchronicles@gmail.com, or just hit us up on Facebook, whether it be on me or Christian's personal Facebook or on the Stage Door Chronicles Facebook. You can send us a message. I'll also be making posts about it on my site, so you can see it there as well. Anyway, we'll get into this episode. Christian's still on the road. I was in Florida when we did this, so the sound is not the best. Video quality is probably not the best, but it was fun. It's a good little check-in video. Anyway, I hope everybody out there is doing great. Again, thank you so much for supporting us, and we'll see where we go from here. Thanks a lot. How you doing?
I've come to a realization that I am no longer enjoying shake.
Really?
I'm exhausted. I'm like tired. Fucking tired.
How much longer?
And then
how much
2 more weeks.
I mean, how much longer you got before you get into touring shape?
Oh shit! It won't be this leg. It will not be this leg, bro. Because we only got 2 weeks left. So
Everything's going good, yeah.
yeah, there's got people coming on and off the bus, but it's stuff's happening. You got people are the Megadeth crew bus has got a little mini outbreak going where we've already lost 2 guys.
Oh.
And Lamb of God's driver, my friend Jimmy Barr, who drove me around when I was on Fluffy. I'll drive around Fluffy.
Oh, you're fading out.
I said he tested positive.
Oh shit. Yeah, we had a.
So, I mean, it's not stuff I want to get into right now because There's so much to say about it, but when I get back home, well, I'll have a lot to say about a lot of shit. Because, you know, pretty much most of the venues that we go to are Live Nation venues, so they are, you know, rapid testing the crew as they come in. You know? So, you know, we're just trying to stay in the bubble, man, so we can get it done all the way.
Right.
We had VIP set up, man, for fucking Fate No More for Knotfest because we're gonna be at Knotfest.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. So we were gonna hang out. Pat and Mike are like friendly and shit.
Really?
Yeah, so we were gonna fucking hang out, and you know that happened then the other day.
Yeah, that sucks, man. But yeah, so how many dates do you guys have left?
Well, I know we're going into a 3 in a row, and then we'll have 1 day off, and then we're doing another 3 in a row. I know that for sure. I don't. It's on the back of my credentials. Fucking set list. Give me a set list. God damn, man. It's fucking annoying. When you're up there trying to work and shit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shows left.
11 shows.
14 days.
Well, shit. I hope it goes well. Where are you guys at right now?
We're right outside of Columbus, Ohio, on a layover. So on layover days, right? We share rooms and stuff, and because we're only here for like sometimes 12 to 14 hours, days like 14 hours. We'll also pull out at 2 a.m. and then we'll wake up at the show. So, you know, pretty much on these days, I'm like sitting on a bus taking and watching movies and shit or something, trying to get my PlayStation work and shit. You know what I mean? I only use the hotel room, you know, use the facilities, take a shower and shit. Because, you know, I'm sharing a room with Pat, and he's fucking always working, dude. The guy never stops fucking working.
Really?
He's working on it. Yeah, he's working on shit for next year already. Which is cool for me.
Oh shit.
It's cool for me, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I leave him alone and let him do his work on the layover days.
Right. So anybody that's not familiar, Christian's out on the road with Megadeth and Lamb of God right now.
It's been fun, man.
The metal tour of the year.
I'm out of shape as fuck as I sit here and drink a beer.
I'm in Florida right now, which is why you don't see my normal background. But not touring.
So weird, dude.
This episode is gonna look funky and it's gonna sound funky, but that's all right. It'll be cool. Yeah, so this past week we had a little I wouldn't really call it a scare. Van got sick, and my oldest son, and took him in to get tested. He got sick on Monday. We kept him home from school, and I was like, you know, I don't know if he has, you know, the Monday flu or if he's actually sick. You know what I'm saying? Well, the next day he woke up on Tuesday with pretty good fever, and most of Monday night he had a pretty good fever. So I took him in to get tested. We both did rapid tests, both popped negative. But since he was showing symptoms, they sent him off. Not him. They sent his test off to get the PRC test, which takes 3 to 4 days. So he was quarantined all week. As soon as the school found out, they're like, you have to go get his sibling out of the middle school immediately. So we had to go get Dax out, so they're both quarantined all week. Luckily my work was like, well, you know, with the guidelines that are out there right now, since you don't have symptoms and you're vaccinated, you know, you're good to come back to work. So I was able to work this week. Anyway, it's, we've been waiting all week to get the results. Dax missed his first home game of football. His football season started. They're on their third or fourth game, and he missed the first home game. Every game's been on the road. He missed his first home game and their first win. I was like, oh man, what a bum deal.
Right.
But nonetheless, we got the call today from the hospital, and his PRC came back negative, so everything's good. They can go back to school on Monday. But that was interesting. I mean, that's the first time we've had any kind of like mandatory quarantine from the school. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
again, this, and not to get on the whole rant about everybody's argument with mandates of vaccines and all that. As soon as the school found out, we had to shoot them over proof that our kid was vaccinated. I mean, it's just, and I'm in a deep red state. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what. Anyway, I don't want to get off on that tangent, but nonetheless, he's good. We're all good. I think he must have just caught a bug or something. But he's doing fine.
Yeah, I think we might need to be PRC or to get out of Canada to get back in. So I don't know how that's going to work if we even get in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Well, I know
Canada.
when they do the PRC, I know that it's a quarantine directly after and the quarantine length depends on whether you're vaccinated or not. Like for you, I imagine for most of your crew, it would be until you find out if as soon as it's negative, you should be good to go.
Right.
But that's like 3 to 4 days, at least here.
Right. Right.
I assume that's pretty standard across the board, but I don't really know.
Yeah, and so somebody would have to pay for that, to put us up for that. So,
I'm surprised they're not making you guys quarantine like a week or two before you even go in.
right?
So
I don't know, man. As far as the three Canada days are concerned right now, everybody's pretty much like, I mean, we're playing smaller cap sheds and stuff, and there's a noticeable difference between the Slayer Farewell Tour. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Both the sales and the capacities that we play to,
really,
and as well as like just the adoration difference between Slayer fans and Megadeth fans is like palpable.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they're a good band. They sound pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave sounds really good for some dude who just cancer. I mean,
yeah, and just turned 60.
Right.
Playing metal. I mean,
but I don't know if it's a big enough deal for him not to leave those last 3 shows just on the table.
yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so much more to say about that.
Right.
And like I said, I don't want to get into it until I'm done with this.
Gotcha.
Then we're gonna get into it so hard.
Hey, what's up with that? You posted a picture, and I'll go get it off your Facebook. You posted a picture of, I think it was in New Jersey. You were talking about getting a square setup in a round room. Where was that at?
This place was built. It was it's called Homedale.
Uh-huh.
Homedale. It's where we were last night, right? And it was built in 1965, and it's an outdoor amphitheater, and the whole building is round, right? And it's got a center oculus, and then it looks like a butthole. If you look at the ceiling of that room, it looks like a freaking butthole, man. But yeah, it's terrible to rig because the audio points are curved with the walls, so you got to use a delta. We use delta plate, right, to focus. So you really have to tweak it hard on one side of the delta plate, depending on what side of the stage episode, right? to get the audio aimed correctly for every seat. You know what I mean? And then you have a proscenium that you can't fuck with, and then you have no height. So a lot of these rooms you can't get your trim height out of, right? For your so it's been kind of painful the last couple of weeks, man. You know, you're struggling with all the crews have fresh green people because people not coming back. You're struggling with the rooms, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's still, we're always on time for sound check, and that's the most important thing, you know what I mean? Is ready for Dave to get their line check. Then we push back their set, build the Lamb of God set. They have pyro, Lamb of God does. So they get their sound check and we do a pyro test, push their shit back. Then we build Hatebreed right in front of the mid-stage support banners for Hatebreed and Trivium. And then we go ahead and build them so we're already ready for show when because they're put in place. And Trivium sound checks, the drummer sound checks off stage, and all the guitars and bass players, they're all in just using they're not using any cabs. So
right. How does it sound? They sound good?
They sound good.
Yeah.
I only know the songs that I always hear on the radio.
Right.
They sound pretty good. People seem to like it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think his name is Matt Heafy.
Yeah.
Like that. He's got a pretty big
Last night we had to do Kabuki Catch on stage, right? Because there was no pit. There was a curved downstage edge. And so we caught the Kabuki on stage, and that was weird. To be on stage with all those guys while they're fucking, because when the Kabuki drops, they're fucking, they're right off into their song, and we had to drag it across the front of the stage, me, Pat, and one of the lighting guys, and then pass it off down upstage to like the locals.
Yeah. So
that was an interesting move that I hadn't done for a while, and had to do it twice because when we had to add a Kabuki for Dave because man, God happened. So.
Oh, that's funny stuff.
We just 12 shows into the tour, we added 2 ground hazers. Because Lamb of God has like the fountains,
right.
Fountains, the CO2 fountains, or the fogger fountains with the lights in them and stuff. They have like 4 of those across the front of the stage, or 6 of those across the front of the stage. So Dave needed something extra for his set.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I know they say it's a co-headlining tour, but Megadeth plays last day.
Right. Is Lamb of God tearing the place up though when they play?
Come on, man. Every fucking night. I love those guys so much.
Yeah.
They're funny, man. We fuck around all day long with those guys.
Yeah.
And yeah. All of them. Mark, Willie, Art, John, and Randy. I mean, they're fucking hilarious, man. They are fucking funny motherfuckers.
But other than that, man, glad to see you're doing good. You actually, honestly,
doing good. I'm just tired.
Truth be told, you look like you're building up some stand-up. You look a lot better than you did last time. You look a lot more.
Yeah. Well, you get used to. I mean, honestly, man, we're closing the last. We got 5 trucks, right? So we're closing the last truck doors in 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're out here crushing shit. You know what I mean?
Good deal.
So even in these hard venues, or with when you have labor restrictions because it's a union house and you can't touch anything. You know what I mean? for us, like in some union houses, they're so strict you can't even fucking touch on you.
Crazy.
It's nutty. It's hard. It's and that's another neat thing you have to learn how to play every day, depending on what venue you're in.
Right. Right.
So it's fucking shit, man. It's fucking touring's fun, man.
Yeah.
Learn a lot of shit every day. Learn a lot of shit every day, and the food's been good too, man. The catering's been all right. Some tours you get on, man, catering's like, I mean, we're not traveling with a caterer, but luckily, for the most part, and I think it's because, you know, Live Nation's trying to set something else.
No.
I got another email from the arena saying that they're going to require vaccinations.
Yeah.
I want to work there.
I got an email. I got the email from another email from what the hell, the Rhino, saying how, you know, the need for vaccinated crews is way up. And, you know, let us know you need to be vaccinated. And I've told them, I've let them know. They haven't called me not even once, man. I've been trying to call the office and shit. I'm like, whatever, you know, I guess it is what it is.
We're all vaccinated, and we got to get rapid test. We got to get rapid tested once.
Yeah.
When we split off 2 guys to go, or 3 guys to go to Blue Ridge Festival with Lamb of God and Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the guys was able to get back on our bus, but one of the guys is stuck on the bus, on the crew bus in Megadeth. So he can't come back to us until consistently pops negative. So that sucks, man. You know what I mean? Because he's the other rigger with me. You know, I meet him every morning to fucking lay tape with me.
Right.
It sucks that we're not on the same bus.
Right. All right, man. Well.
All right, bro.
I better go get my kids out the pool.
All right. They're probably pretty pruny.
Pretty.
Because they are fucking gingers.
One of them. Only one of them.
All right, man.
Anyway, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Stay safe out there, and
Will do.
I will talk to you in the next few days.
Yeah, man. 3 in a row, and then I got a full day off, man. So.
Oh, hey, listen. I want to start, and this goes for anybody out there listening. I want to start get people together. Everybody come up with your best Sizz stories, man. We got our 1 year anniversary, and I want to do a Sizz, Ode to Sizz #2, and I want to get many people who can to come on and give us a little story. We'll record them all separately or whatever, and I'll put it all together.
Right on.
But that's what I'd like to do, get done, and that's midway through October when I have it.
So hurry the fuck up.
Start getting on the ball with that.
Hurry the fuck up, mother bitches.
Just so you know, that's what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, I'll talk to you in the next few days. Stay safe.
Sounds good, dude. Later.